Welcome to the Chewn podcast, where real topics are discussed by fake individuals with fake opinions. Even if it's the host or the guest, don't take them seriously. And if you do get offended, guess what? Shit happens. Leave it below in the comment section. Let's roll.
What's poppin' is TGIF at Chewing the Fat podcast. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for sharing. Comment down below and subscribe. Dan DeVille, Jay For Real, back with another topic that might offend you, but like I said, shit happens, so leave it below in the comment section. What's going on, Dan DeVille?
Shit happens in the baños. Yes, see, my friend, how are you? It's a good day.
Right. So right now, people, we're about to talk about, we got a extreme ice situation going on, and there are a lot of families being torn because of it. There's a lot of protesting out there in the streets, but I will say this: we been not for this shit, but some of y'all been hiding in the house. Y'all ain't been outside when time came for us to be out there, and we've been going through this shit for centuries. All right, so now that you put somebody in place that you were campaigning for and that you thought you could code swap for, you thought, your brown skin be a little bit washed and then you can go over there and kind of play up the white hand. Now you sitting back, you looking crazy. The old saying is you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, my brother. So we're going to play our first clip because we got one of our brown brothers begging and complaining. So I think this is very funny to me. We're going to play this first, brother. Let's play this clip.
Let's check it out.
When they had the BLM protest, everybody was popping out. Every celebrity, YG, the Ball brothers, everybody was popping out. All the sports teams putting BLM on their back, wearing BLM shirts, freedom, wearing all these shirts. I'm talking about the NBA right now, actually. Where is that now? Where are the celebrities now? Where are they protesting now? Where are the teams now? Why is nobody speaking up? Even Kendrick Lamar made a song. Lil Baby made a song. But where's everybody now? Where's all the celebrities? Why is nobody popping out now? Now that everybody's protesting in Los Angeles, San Diego, Chicago, because of ICE, where is everybody now? Why is nobody speaking up? Why is it just the minority speaking up now? You feel what I'm saying? Nobody's talking. Nobody's speaking.
Minority.
Where you want to start with this? Where do we start with this?
Hey, brother, you kick this thing off wherever you feel necessary.
Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned the NBA, you mentioned the NFL. Man, why you ain't mentioned soccer, Major League Soccer?
That's what I say.
They the one. I mean, because that's the majority. That would lean toward that side. First thing.
Right.
Second thing, why name Kendrick Lamar? Name Bad Bunny or
a little
Mexican OT.
Right.
Mexican OT, one of them.
Right.
Name those celebrities. Selena Gomez,
Jennifer
like
Lopez.
But it's train from the road today.
Choo,
brother,
choo.
let me say that to you. Go
ahead.
And again, if I'm wrong, y'all in the comments, let me know. Let me know if I'm wrong. However, though, if you undocumented and you ain't supposed to be here, you left where you from in your country to come here on purpose, undocumented. You know what I'm saying, right? And you wrong all across the board. And
right,
you want to protest about this because you wrong, and I see a sign say you can't be illegal on stolen land. So you're gonna make it make sense to your cause, huh? You want to talk about being detained against your will? Well, guess what, good people? Welcome to America. Because us black folk go through it all the time. You understand? Pull you over, detain you. Hell, ain't done nothing. You're a person with college degrees, or upstanding citizen. However, though, we got to understand, hey, you will be detained. You will be stopped and frisked. This is just a part of it. This will go along with it. You understand? Listen, my brother, all this protesting and all that, listen, as a sane thinking person, if you ain't supposed to be here, you probably shouldn't put yourself on Front Street. You might be wanting to try to lay low before they hurry up and get you out here sooner. You know, but
try to hide out.
Yeah, you know, man, the nerve of some folk, man. You know, I mean, now you had the opportunity to align yourself with the other minorities. You know, with the first minority that was here, the Black Americans. You had the opportunity to align yourself with us. We could align across the board and move this faster forward, a way more powerful movement. However, everyone came and wanted to separate themselves from us and think that they struggle wasn't going to be the same. Well, guess what? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Here you go. Let's see how y'all do with it, because we know how this play out. You know, all you protests and all that you're out there doing, we know how this play out. You understand? Y'all new to it. Y'all sitting, tuck your head in the sand when it was happening to us. Oh, this ain't got nothing to do with us, my friend.
No,
this is
not with us.
This don't concern us. Not our community. You know, but now it's a problem. Now it's a problem. You understand? I don't wish for any racial background to have to go through these things. However, you witnessed it from us first. You came over here on purpose. You should have did your research on the people that was here already and understood what we went through. Prepare the same way you prepare for a boxing match.
There you go.
You know, man.
Well, speaking of that, where De La Hoya at? Right. Where De La Hoya at? Where Chavez
He got his money, man. They here
where
legally.
Oscar at? Where Garcia?
It don't apply to them.
It don't apply to them. Right. And bro, this is what I'm saying. This shit right here, y'all gotta stop me. When I say y'all, you know I'm talking to my Latino brown brothers. And I'm gonna tell you this. I saw another clip, and I've seen this plenty of times. Not only have I seen this plenty of times, I've witnessed it myself, born and raised in Tejas. I've witnessed it for myself. That although my skin brown, whatever shade, your skin brown, from Mexico, whatever grade, I've realized that parents were more acceptable to their kids dating white people versus bringing a brother or a sister home. You want to know why? That's because you all think you're better than us. Some of your people think you're better than us. Puerto Ricans, especially. I done seen you motherfuckers. I done heard you talk about how you're better than us. How to no, I ain't got no motherfucker, listen, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Right. Thank you. And I'm gonna tell you something. There's one thing that is impervious about a mutt. Being the fact that it is not a purebred, it does not have the hereditary disease options that a purebred would have. So being a mutt, being mixed, you cancel some of that out. Puerto Ricans, I done told you several times, you are mutts. It took an African and it took a Spaniard to make you. So how you all of a sudden just disregard your African heritage, and I'm not talking about all of you, but I'm talking about a good amount of you, because a lot of them do it. And if you're not doing it, you need to check your brothers and sisters that are doing it, so they clearly know their history and their ancestry, that it took my African brothers and sisters and Spaniards to make you. You don't exist without that. You don't exist without the African. None of this shit exists without the African. So in the 50s and the 60s, where the hell was you at? When my grandfathers and them were getting dog sicked on them, water hoses pounced on them, getting hung just for being black, being chased through damn woods and shit. Where was you then? You know where you was at? You was like, oh, like my brother Dan DeVille just said, oh, it ain't got nothing to do with you. We got to worry about our own communities. That was your community. That was your opportunity to align yourself, but you didn't want to do it. You want to go ahead and just, we'll do this. Matter of fact, I got another clip for you, since I know plenty of y'all going to be down there in the comment section saying shit before we go on, Dan DeVille. I'm just going to play this for y'all, because some of y'all forget shit that just happened. Y'all got selective memory, so I'm going to help you a little bit. When we was going through this whole situation, and this dumb motherfucker Taco Trump was coming back up for re-election, a federal offense American, somebody who had already been impeached, somebody who talked sexually about his daughter, somebody who buried his ex-wife on a golf course so he can get a tax deduction, somebody who literally discriminates against black people living in the house regardless of their economic status. Let me show y'all what y'all did. Let me show you what you said and what you did. This is what you did.
A lot of great things for the whole Spanish community, especially we're gonna make America great again.
I'm glad I gave that vote to Mr. Trump, and me and Anuel AA are here supporting. Que viva Puerto Rico, and let's make America great again.
Congratulations, President Trump.
We need you. We need you back, right?
Do you know who they are? Do you know who the hell they are? Come up here, just fast, fellas. Come
Run
on.
fast,
'Cause I don't
run
know
fast.
if
Run
people
fast.
know who the hell you
Run
are.
fast now.
But it's good for the Puerto Rican vote.
Hey, that's what. Why you didn't call them people? See, this is what I'm saying. That was y'all. That was y'all.
They want America to be so great, and they lean on that platform, not understanding you being played on. You know, now, you know, if you've got that type of access to Trump and he's your buddy, well, guess what? These things shouldn't be taking place. Then it should be handled in one phone call, because Elon Musk, that's his buddy. He got his folks up out of South Africa.
There you go.
With the quick.
Boom. On the
So
plane.
let's holler about it, man. Let's talk about it, man. You know, man, silliness, man, is silliness. And you know, man, you can't tell me jump out the plane without a parachute, you know, because you gonna catch me at the bottom, but you up here with me. No, you not. No, no, you not. No, you not. No,
not at all, man.
No, man.
Here we are now. You campaign. You like my brother said, you put your head in the sand like a dumbass ostrich. And like I said, I'm not talking about all of y'all, because some of you all did a line, but not on the majority, and that is the problem. And when I was in Cancun, and I went and I toured at Chichen Itza, right? Mm-hmm. And our tour guide, I paid a little bit more money to get more exclusive. Me and the wife walk around with our own tour guide, so we can, because sometimes when you are in a smaller environment, you will get things from the local area as far as knowledge that you won't get in a bigger group, especially if there are more white people in the group. They're a little bit less likely to say some things. So I said, you know what, I'm going to pay for us to kind of go to the side, just going to be me and the wife and the tour guide. And he was really cool, right? And he told us this story while we was having lunch. I paid for a private lunch and all that. He said, you want to know something that I don't know if he said his great-grandfather or his grandfather, but either way it goes, it was one of his grandparents. And he said he told me that they've always believed in a story that once the red eagle and the black eagle locked claws, that they'd be able to accomplish way more together than they could flying apart. Yes. And y'all better start taking heed of that shit.
Yes.
I mean, y'all better, I know, listen, I understand a lot of y'all, you know, the Mayans, but guess what? The Mayans wasn't there first. The Olmecs. And the Olmecs looked like me. And before that, it was me. Y'all need to understand that you are standing on the back of not only our developments, because if you do your research, the Mayans inherited a lot of shit that they ran into. Although nice developments and all that, you are standing on the back of our developments, but you're also standing on the back of our sweat, blood, and tears. Before we get to the Native Americans with the Trail of Tears, hey, shout out to my Native American brothers and sisters. But guess what? Right here is what you're looking at. Right here is what you're looking at. We didn't run across the border. We had already been traveling and leaving here for our Native American brothers, trading, living, establishing, building. Why you think the Chichen Itza pyramids? Why you think the Mayan temples look like the Egyptian temples? You think that's a fucking coincidence? You let these motherfuckers talk y'all into thinking it's aliens.
You giving them too much information.
Bro. Right. These dumb motherfuckers talking about aliens. They'd rather credit an astronomical being that probably is not here doing shit than say it's because Africans traveled the world before Columbus and Amerigo Vespucci ever landed in this motherfucker. That's why.
Man, a lie will always travel farther than the truth.
Boom.
Because
you
it
ain't
holds
never
no
lying
weight.
about that. There you go.
Truth hold all the weight in the world. You know, boom. You know, but that lie, it don't hold no weight. That shit will fly across the world 30 times.
I'm telling you. Paper mache, paper plane, floating.
You know, it's everybody's always great and wonderful until they run into the same thing that we ran into for the past few hundred years here in America. You know,
few hundred, bro. You ain't like you. That's even short change because we in the foes right now.
You know, it's I don't want to see any culture torn apart. I don't want to see any child ripped away from their family. However, let's not start blurring the lines on right is right, wrong is wrong, because I will tell you one thing about this. Go over to Mexico and you ain't documented. You understand? And do something you ain't supposed to do. You know, and if you make it back here, let me know how it worked out for you and let me know if you'll do it again.
Right.
You know, you probably won't even want to eat a taco again once you get back here, if you make it back here.
Not at all.
You know,
Not at all.
So for them, for what's happening, brother, It's message again, people. You know, listen when God talking to you. You know, He's showing you. No matter what you think, no matter what lie you've been told, you know, you will still walk through this same horrible
gauntlet
pathway that our people had to walk through, dealing against the oppressors. You understand? You are stronger together.
Stronger
But
what y'all did is y'all let them weaponize you and your people against us.
Exactly.
For decades. Y'all have
They've been
allowed
played
that.
upon.
Politically, you've allowed them to weaponize you against your own other shade of brothers and sisters politically as a weapon. They get you in, they busting y'all in, they sending you off, then they want you to vote just like you send your brothers. Hey, trust me, I know. Hey, guess what? I know that Le'Veon Bell and motherfucker damn, I know that there's some coon shit. But see, I call out my own. What I noticed about you, brother, in this clip, you didn't call out your own. You tried to call out my folks.
No.
Listen, where about your house? Get your house in order first. We getting our house in order. Let's bring these houses together. But don't come out here whining, crying, calling out my people, because I ain't seen Jennifer Lopez on shit. I ain't seen them. No. I ain't seen on nothing. I ain't seen De La Hoya on shit. I ain't seen Garcia on shit. I haven't seen any of your celebrity Latino brothers and sisters stepping up for you at all. Listen, we got a big war we already fighting. So if you want to, guess what? Get on
join in,
and let's do it. Join in. But don't fucking try to call us out and say, "Oh, where we at?" Motherfucker, we where we been at fighting this shit for the longest time. Matter of fact, one of our brothers and sisters, you want to talk about a celebrity? I know how you ain't call out Colin. Right. I know you ain't call out. I noticed you ain't calling Colin Kaepernick. Our brother ain't even got a job in the NFL just for taking a knee for what was happening to us in America. He sacrificed his entire career, and he's still being whiteballed to this day. You ain't called him out. So who been whiteballed on that side? I mean, you got the whole fucking MLS, and you ain't say nothing about, like my brother said, ain't say nothing about Major League Soccer. None of them players. That's a lot of damn people you can count on. You ain't calling them out.
You know,
it's crazy.
All they need to do is stand on what they believe in. If they believe in it, and say it, you know, because all them little side cute comments he gave, you know, the NBA, Kendrick Lamar, don't say that. Say, black folk, come help us, come save us, come stand with us.
There you
say
go.
that.
That's
say that.
it.
Don't dance around with me, because I ain't no boy. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
He a boy talking to other boys. You understand?
Right.
And boys can't help boys. You understand?
Nope.
You need a man to step in. You understand? And if that's what they carrying themselves and they want to dance around the man, dance alone.
There you go. There you
Shut
go.
the party down. Dance alone.
There you go. And
You understand?
that's
Call
exactly
it for what it is.
And I want my Latino brothers and sisters to understand this. What you all are doing, guess what? I mean, hell, do what you got to do. You should be. We should be. And they're going to make you look. They making all this shit look bad. Like, oh, this is not how you supposed to conduct yourself. Yeah, but the insurrection, January 6th, wasn't how you supposed to conduct yourself. That was an act of war on American territory right there. That was
no
domestic.
Marine deployment got deployed.
No deployment. No National Guard. No Marines. None of that. Why? Because they white. Because they white. That's the white privilege they get. And then what did they get, Brother Dan? They got pardoned. People died in that fugazi bullshit that Trump incited, and they got pardoned. You think if it was us on that Capitol marching forward,
we'll be dead.
Man,
we'll be dead.
Dead.
We'll be dead.
Shot dead. Shot dead. And while you talking
ain't no
about
two
all
ways
this ice,
about it. We'll be dead.
No two ways about it, brother.
You know,
not one bit.
Even for what they doing with the illegals. That they're here illegally. They're treating them more humane than black folks are treated.
Facts. Matter of fact,
you understand? Because at worst, they'll take you, check your paperwork. Your paperwork ain't right. They send you back to your home country. We ain't got no home country. We here. Our family here. You understand? Right. All we can do is go to jail, to the grave, and pray we make it home.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Matter of
That's
fact,
it,
schools that we ain't even got, schools that they said they didn't have the funding for our kids to get educated in, been shut down, closed, condemned. But what did they do? They took our tax dollars, opened up these schools, re-renovated them, and put your people in them. Then they gave y'all vouchers for hotel rooms and food. Motherfucker, I paid for that. What are you talking about where I'm at? At work, working to pay for the shit that y'all living in. That's crazy talk. So when like my brother said, when you come out trying to call these shots and send shots out, that's the wrong way to go about it, bro. What you need to be doing is, like you said, hey man, bro, can we stand together? Listen, I fucked up, my people fucked up there, but come on, we got to move forward another way. Do that.
We the most forgiving people on this earth. We the most forgiving people on this earth.
To a fault, brother. To a fault, we the most forgiving. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be a little bit. That was part of our problem. That's part of our fucking problem. Part of our problem was being too forgiving.
Sometimes the line got to be drawn, man.
It got to be. And sometimes it need to be drawn right across the throat of oppressors. Right, I ain't forgiving you. And that's what it is. All day long. You think I like seeing these kids, young daughters, somebody's daughter sitting on the street because their parents got taken away by ICE and they just leave them out there for whatever knows human trafficking? Hell no, I ain't with that shit. But brother, the way that some of y'all going about this, trying to call us like it's our responsibility, boy, you got me fucked up out here in this street. Talk to Philando Castile. Talk to Eric Garner. You know what I'm saying? Talk to George Floyd, which we still got a bill on George Floyd that ain't even been signed yet. They still ain't even signed that bill in yet. That got to do with us. The Emmett Till bill didn't even happen till the white chick died who set him up just so she didn't have to get incarcerated or get legally penalized. You don't talk to us about what the fuck we need to be doing. Right. We've been through this shit.
What they need to do is, now you see that you're going down the same path that our ancestors going down. We know how it work out. They can act like they blind and keep a veil over their eyes if they want to. We know how this work out. This don't work out good.
No.
You understand? So what I'm going to say is this. If you're going to be here, call it for what it is, the same way that we've been calling it, because we had to live it first. And we've had to live it worst. Align yourself. You know, we got more power together. We got more influence together. Align yourself. You understand? But
with all of the calls, not just yours.
Right. Exactly.
Because I can't stand when a motherfucker call me when they need something, but they ain't never picking up the phone when I've been calling them 3 or 4 times.
Not a chance, because that shit go on block. Do not disturb that. You know? Do not disturb. Die. With the quick. You know? Stop worrying.
Oh, my God.
You know, man? Yeah,
Facts.
brother. But it's man, whatever God you believe in, people, you know, God giving you the signs. You say, God, show me a sign. He's showing you signs, sign after sign after sign after sign. The only way forward is alignment together.
Right.
You know, all this division and you know, you think your race better than this race or this race better than that race, and we seeing how it's playing out at the end.
Right.
You know, this is the revelation of it all.
Correct.
Every hued man gets some.
Every
hued man gets some.
The recessive.
You understand?
The recessive damn, what they call it, damn. The recessive gene, they up there. The mutation, they running it, and I'm
they
telling
up
you,
right now. That's just what
crazy.
It is.
It's crazy because we talking about plenty, but I've literally had people of Latino descent, Mexican, Latino, Puerto Rican, try to say that my people don't have culture. That's how fucking ignorant some of y'all are. That's how ignorant and how arrogant some of you are. My people don't have culture, motherfucker. What are you talking about? What are you talking? That's how ignorant you could be. So when you come out like this, bro, we got way too many facts, way too many stats, and way too many historical accounts to combat the bullshit. Just align yourself. Just ask. That's it, brother. That's it.
All it take, my brother.
We can stay on here another hour, but then it gets overran, and then we start beating.
Right.
You know, when you beat somebody over here with a book of stats, and we don't have to repeat them. We can go to another stat and another stat. You're going to start looking crazy, and then you get spiteful. So all I say is, listen, we with it. We don't want to see you get treated like this. I don't like it at all on any level. But you just next time we stepping, you better step on
Plan,
up.
plot, strategize.
Bow.
If y'all ain't coming to us like that, if y'all not coming to our community about planning, plotting, and strategizing, don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. And with that being said, shit, Chewing the Fat is out. Peace.
Peace.